Hi, how are you?
Doing great. Are we ready to begin?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, let's get the show started.
I heard we're starting with the Spanish speaker first.
Correct.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is the Spanish interpreter.
The jail said they wanted to start with Spanish first so we can get you on your way.
Thank you.
Ready to go? Take a seat again and straight again. Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
the first thing, right? Oh,
The other.
oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, this.
Oh, yeah, that's what I, yeah, that's what I.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Ah,
Bueno, diga su nombre, por favor.
Dulce Jazmín Verdugo Mata.
Dulce Jazmín Verdugo Mata.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to conduct your initial appearance.
Yo soy el juez Hazel y estoy aquí para realizar su comparecencia inicial.
You have,
Ah, gracias.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You have charges of assault and criminal damage.
Y con gusto, tiene cargos por agresión y por daños a propiedad ajena.
I'm going to take the following actions in your case.
Voy a tomar las siguientes acciones en su caso.
I am going to release you.
Voy a dejarla en libertad.
I'm going to give you a new court date of December 2nd at 1:30 p.m. in Tucson City Court.
Le voy a dar una nueva fecha de corte para el 2 de diciembre a la 1:30 de la tarde en el Tribunal Municipal de Tucson.
Standard release conditions will apply to include
Y las condiciones de liberación que le van a aplicar incluyen las siguientes.
commit no acts of domestic violence,
Tiene prohibido cometer cualquier otro acto de violencia doméstica.
no alcohol or drugs,
No puede cargar ni consumir drogas ni
firearms,
no puede tener ningún arma de fuego.
no contact with any victims,
Tiene prohibido tener contacto con alguna víctima.
and don't return to the incident locations.
Y no puede regresar al lugar del incidente.
You are being released. Make sure you make your
Usted
court date on December the 2nd.
se la están dejando en libertad, entonces asegúrese de presentarse a su fecha de corte el 2 de diciembre.
Claro que sí, muchas gracias, señorita.
Of course I will. Thank you so much, Your
All
Honor.
right, you have a good day.
Que tenga un feliz día.
Usted también, gracias.
Same to you and thank you.
Oh,
And did you help confirm that's the only Spanish speaker?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, the interpreter can be released. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day. Thank you. Interpreter will now disconnect.
All right, Kim, what one's going to be next then? 101?
Thank you. Yeah, as long as she has, she can. Does the judge know that everyone is, refused? Yes, just say it so he can. And Your Honor, if I may, I would like to advise the court that Magdalene Davis, has refused court today.
All right, I'm just going to go through and process their release. I was going to release them anyway. So, but thank you for telling me that.
Of course, Your Honor.
Yeah. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Belinda Faye Carvalho.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of disorderly conduct and assault out of Tucson City Court. I am going to release you, give you a new court date of December the 2nd at 1:30 PM. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no acts of domestic violence. So you are being released. You must appear in court on December 2nd in Tucson City Court. Any
Yes,
questions?
sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
All right, good luck.
No, sir.
Good luck.
Thank
to
you.
Back to my phone. All right, did you have next report, okay? I don't know what the.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
It's Erica Marino.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with theft out of Marana City Court. Do you understand why you're here today?
Not for that, Your Honor. They said it was from April and my neighbors said that I took water from their house, but I was out of state. So I'm not sure.
I'm just telling you why you're here.
Okay.
You want to argue with me about why you're here?
No.
We can do that.
No, Your Honor, I didn't.
What I'm going to do is release you and give you a new court date.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
On November the 12th at 9:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to be released. Just make sure that you make all your court dates, all right?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you have a good day.
You as well.
All right, which one do you think's next now? Nothing's happening fast today. Number 2.
It's me. It's me. Make this. First, Eva 43. Yes. Mr. Garcia, should go and take a seat.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Jose Garcia.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with disorderly conduct, domestic violence, domestic violence assault. And that's out of the Justice Court. What I'm going to do is release you, give you a new court date in Justice Court on the 12th of November at 10:30 in the morning. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims, may not to return to the scene of the crime. If you have property at that location, you can return with the police to get that property by calling the non-emergency number for the sheriff and making an appointment to go there. The other release conditions are no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. So you are being released. Your next court date is the 12th of November.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All the way up.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Tiana Lita Brown.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here today to conduct your initial appearance. You're charged with assault, domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence out of the city of Tucson. I am going to release you and give you a new court date of December the 2nd at 1:30 p.m. at Tucson City Court with Judge Moyan. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, and commit no acts of domestic violence. You are being released. Your next court date is November the 12th. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Can I have your name, please?
Brandon Figueroa. Sir.
I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with disorderly conduct and assault, domestic violence out of Tucson City Court. I'm going to release you. I'm going to give you a new court date of December the 2nd in Tucson City Court with standard release conditions. Those include no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, commit no acts of domestic violence. So you are being released. Your next court date is December the 2nd, okay?
Well, sir.
All right, good luck.
Yes.
Good luck to you. Number 3, you think is next?
I'm. Everyone looks back. Yeah, and I watched everything now. Oh, thank you. 160.
Good morning, Judge.
Hey, how are you today?
Good. How are you, Judge?
Great. Now that you're here.
Oh, thank you.
Sir, can I have your name?
Jamie Lamir.
I'm Judge Hazel. Counsel, do you want me to read the charges or you waive that?
Judge, we will waive reading. Thank you.
All right, sir, the purpose of this hearing today is for me to set release conditions on your case. Does the state have a position?
Okay, sorry about that, Your Honor. I have to fix my microphone. I believe the state's recommendation on this was $500.
Okay. You might want to check your internet connection. You're kind of breaking up. Attorney for the defendant?
Thank you, Judge. We are asking the court to consider releasing Jamie to pretrial services supervision with an order of no contact with the victims. The reasons being, he has absolutely no felony or misdemeanor criminal history. He is employed with the Air Force. His wife can provide third-party custody and transport, and he does not know the victims in this case. So for all those reasons, Judge, we're asking for pretrial services.
All right, I'm going to take the following actions. I'm going to release them and give them a new court date for a preliminary hearing on November the 24th at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court. He'll be released through the supervision of pretrial services with the following standard conditions: no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no contact with any victims. Don't go to the incident location. I am appointing the Office of Public Defender to represent the defendant. Is the 24th at 1:30 p.m. You are being released. You must appear at that date or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Joshua Mosley.
Judge Hazel, I'm here to conduct your initial appearance today. You're charged with burglary, use of dangerous drugs, possession of burglary tools, possession of drug paraphernalia. Purpose of this hearing is for me to set release conditions in your case. State have a recommendation, please?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is recommending a $50,000 bond plus pretrial services. This was based on the defendant's prior felony convictions, which I believe there is at least a total of 5 here in Tucson, and the fact that he doesn't have a known residence. This is pending an investigation. They're noted in the interim complaint. There have been other burglaries to the same business, and law enforcement are awaiting DNA evidence and video evidence before bringing those charges. And it would make it difficult because the defendant has, or it was noted that the defendant does not have a known residence at this time. So it would be difficult to relocate the defendant.
All right, thank you. Attorney for the defendant.
Judge, we're asking the court to consider releasing Mr. Mosley to pretrial services supervision. I can give him information to the transition center where he can work with them to potentially find housing. But if your honor is not inclined, Mr. Mosley is unable to afford a $50,000 bond. We ask that it be somewhere closer to $1,000 bond. And Judge, the case before the court is just one burglary. I understand the state's position that there may be further investigation on other burglaries, but before the court today is just this one interim complaint. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to take the following actions in this matter. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on November the 12th at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court. I'm going to set the bond at $5,000 cash secured if bond is posted, released through pretrial services. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no acts of domestic violence. I'm going to direct that he have no contact with any victims if he is released and not return to any incident location. If he is released for some reason, he will be supervised through pretrial services. Finally, I am appointing the office of the public defender to represent him in all further proceedings. Good luck to you, sir. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Amanda, waiting to know.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to
Hi.
conduct your initial appearance. You're charged today with aggravated assault with the deadly instrument and aggravated harassment. The purpose of this hearing, again, is for me to set release conditions. Does the state have a recommendation, please?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation was for a $50,000 bond plus pretrial services. There were two victims who are identified in this particular incident, including, and one of the victims has filed, of course, the injunction. The defendant used a weapon during this offense. So the state is asking, and there were allegations that the defendant posed an additional threat by being recorded on video outside of the victim's home with a knife. So the state is asking for the $50,000 bond plus pretrial services due to the posing threat.
All right, thank you. Attorney for the defendant.
Judge, we are asking the court to consider releasing Amanda to pretrial services supervision while acknowledging these are some serious charges. Her last felony conviction is from 2011, which is her sole felony conviction. Pretrial services was able to talk to her mother, who mentioned that she can provide limited support, although not housing. Amanda is able to not return to the incident location and find housing on her own. So for all those reasons, Judge, we are asking for pretrial services release at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on November the 12th at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to set the bond at $10,000 cash secured pretrial if it's posted. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no contact with the victim, don't return to the scene of the crime. Lastly, I am appointing the office of the public defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. So, ma'am, your new court date is November the 12th. Your bond has been set in the amount of $10,000. Good luck to you, ma'am. Do you have more files over there? I was like, did I lose them or what?
Into the court.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Yeah, good, great post.
I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of felony or aggravated DUI. The purpose for this hearing is for me to set release conditions on your case. Does the state have a recommendation?
The state's recommendation was $10,000 plus pretrial services due to the defendant being on probation for DUI.
Okay, thank you. Attorney for the defendant.
Yes, Judge, thank you. So I understand Ms. Greathouse is on probation for misdemeanor DUI, but she reports to me that she has 4 children and is gainfully employed. Your Honor, it's very likely that there may be some DCS involvement following this indictment. She's lived in Tucson for 31 years. She is employed, has a stable residence. So we're asking for pretrial services release. But if the court's not inclined to do that, we ask that the bond be somewhere closer to $1,000. That is how much she can afford at this time. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'm going to set this matter for preliminary hearing on November the 24th at 1:30 p.m. I am going to release her to pretrial services with the following conditions. Don't drive without a valid license, no alcohol, no drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms. Again, she will be supervised by pretrial services. Lastly, I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent her in all further proceedings. Ma'am, your next court date is November the 24th. You are being released. Please remember those release conditions, because if you violate them, you could be held in custody on much more severe conditions. So good luck to you. You're being released.
Thank you.
Judge Bianca just wants me to thank you one more time for releasing.
Sir, can I have your name?
Alfred Moyan.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you're charged with theft of more than $1,000 and burglary in the 3rd degree. The purpose of this hearing is for me to set release conditions on your case because this is an initial appearance. Does the state have a position in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor. The state has recommended a $20,000 bond plus pretrial services. This was based on the defendant's prior felony convictions, which there were several here in Tucson dating back to 2015. If convicted at trial or in a plea, he is facing mandatory prison time.
Okay, thank you. So you're not asking to be held without bond then?
Not at this time, Your Honor. But I will also note that the NCA FTA scales are 5 and 6.
Okay. Well, I noticed that the allegation is he committed this offense while on release. Attorney for the defendant.
Yes, Judge, and we acknowledge that the state could have asked for a no bond hold and is just choosing not to proceed no bond this morning. But Judge, since it's a property offense and the court will be setting a bond, we just ask the court to consider setting a close to $1,000 bond on this matter if you're not inclined to release Mr. Moya.
All right, thank you. I'm going to take the following actions. I'm going to set this matter for preliminary hearing on November the 12th at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court. I'm going to set the bond at $10,000 cash secured. If the bond is posted and released through pretrial services, the following release conditions will apply. Don't drive without a valid license, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no weapons. Again, if he is released, it will be through pretrial services. No contact with any victims, don't return to the incident location. Lastly, I am appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. Good luck to you, sir. Your new court date is November the 12th. Sir, can I have your name, please?
Christian Rodriguez.
I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with disorderly conduct with a weapon, discharging a firearm within city limits, possession of narcotics, possession of drug paraphernalia, misconduct with weapons. Purpose of this hearing is for me to set release conditions on your case. State have a recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor, the state's recommendation was for a $20,000 bond plus pretrial services. While it is noted that the defendant does not have felony history, it should be also noted that the defendant is a continual risk to the victim, that a weapon was used during this incident. So the state, and that it is a domestic violence case. So the state is asking for that, for all those reasons, for a 20,000 bond plus the pretrial service.
Thank you. Attorney for the defendant.
Judge, as the state noted, Mr. Rodriguez has absolutely no felony or misdemeanor criminal history. Pretrial services was able to talk to the victim in this case. She has indicated she wants contact and has no objection if the court were to release Mr. Rodriguez. Your Honor, we understand if the court has concerns and wants to enter a no contact order, we have no objection to that. Mr. Rodriguez is employed. He has a stable residence. He has no problem staying away from the victim if the court would order that today. And Judge, given the complete lack of history and his age, we are asking the court to consider releasing to pretrial. But if Your Honor is inclined to set a bond, 20,000 is high. We would ask the court to consider setting somewhere close to $2,000. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'm going to take the following actions. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on November the 12th at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court. I'm going to set the bond at $10,000 cash secured if the bond is posted and released through pretrial services. The following other conditions will apply. Don't drive without a valid license. No alcohol, no drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms. If he is released, he must surrender all firearms to law enforcement. Again, if he is released, he must be supervised by pretrial services. Lastly, no contact with any victims and do not go to any incident location. In the office of the public defender to represent him in all further proceedings. Sir, your bond has been set in the amount of $10,000. You have a new court date of November the 12th at 1:30 p.m. Good luck to you, sir.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hi, what is your name?
My name is Diamantino Giorgio Nicholas Peralta Salvador. I go by Gio.
Okay, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with possession of dangerous drugs, theft of a credit card, possession of drug paraphernalia, and computer tampering. Purpose of this hearing for today is for me to set release conditions on your case. Does the state have a recommendation in this matter?
Your Honor, the state's recommendation was $5,000 plus pretrial services.
All right, thank you. Attorney for the defendant.
Judge, we're asking for Mr. Salvador's release to pretrial services supervision. While we understand he doesn't have a stable residence, I will give him information to the transition center, which will open on Monday. Your Honor, Mr. Salvador has absolutely no felony criminal history. The charges, I believe, even after a trial loss, probation available, although not probation mandated. Your Honor, since this is a property offense, we are asking you to consider Mr. Salvador released to pretrial services.
I'm willing to do anything.
Thank you. I'm going to take the following actions in this matter. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on November the 12th at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court. I'm going to set the bond at $2,500 cash secured with pretrial if he is released. Standard release conditions will apply, including don't drive without a valid license, no alcohol, no drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms. Additionally, no contact with any victims and don't return to incident locations. Lastly, I am appointing the office of the public defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. Sir, your next court date is November the 12th. I've set your bond at $2,500 cash secured, meaning if you post the bond, you will be released. Otherwise,
Sir,
you remain in custody until your next court date. Good luck to you, sir.
Your Honor. Your Honor, I am homeless and I don't have any way, and it was my anniversary yesterday.
Don't talk about the case.
Sir, I made a decision. Your attorney will
Yes,
advise
sir.
me not to talk about the fact of the case that could be used against you. This is a recorded and broadcast event.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, can I have your name, please?
Ryan Vander.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with burglary in the third degree and possession of burglary tools, both felonies. Purpose of this hearing is for me to set release conditions in your case today. Looks like you also have a warrant out of the city of Tucson as well. State have a position in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, the state's bond recommendation was $20,000 plus pretrial services. While it is noted that the defendant doesn't have a significant criminal history, it should also be noted that the defendant is suspected, along with the co-defendant earlier in the proceedings, of 6 more burglaries on the same business, and law enforcement are awaiting DNA evidence and video evidence. The defendant is homeless and it will make it difficult to relocate him.
All right, thank you. Attorney for the defendant?
Judge, we would ask the court to appoint the legal defender's office since he's a co-defendant, and we are also requesting the court to consider releasing Ryan to pretrial services supervision. As the state pointed out, he has absolutely no felony criminal history. We understand he has a warrant from city court, but I can give him information about the transition center where he can make attempts to find stable housing. Thank you, Judge.
I'm going to set the bond in the amount of $2,500 cash secured. I'm going to set the matter for a preliminary hearing on November the 12th at 1:30 p.m. Standard release conditions will apply with additional conditions: no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, not to return to the scene of the crime, and no contact with any victims. I am appointing the Office of Legal Defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. Sir, your next court date is November the 12th at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court. Your bond has been set in the amount of $2,500. Let's go on to your Tucson City Court case now. You have a warrant out of the city of Tucson. On that warrant out of the city of Tucson, I am releasing you. I'm going to set your matter for a non-transport review on November the 19th at 9 a.m. If you get released prior to that time, you must appear in Tucson City Court, but I am releasing you under standard release conditions. I'm also appointing the Tucson City Public Defender to represent you in all further proceedings. Good luck to you, sir. Good morning, sir. How can I have your name, please? Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. Purpose of this hearing is for me to set release conditions in your case. You're charged with prohibited possessor of a weapon, possessing a deadly weapon in the commission of a felony, possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. That is why you're here today. Does the state have a recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor, the state's recommendation was $15,000 plus pretrial services. This is based on the prior felony convictions and the possession of the firearm.
All right, thank you. Attorney for the defendant.
Yes, Judge. Thank you. We're asking the court to consider releasing Mr. Garcia to pretrial services. His last conviction is from 2019. The primary offense in this matter, judges, is a theft offense, which is a property offense. So we are asking for one chance on pretrial services.
Thank you. I'm going to take the following actions in this matter. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on November the 12th at 10 a.m. in Ajo Justice Court. I am going to set the bond at $5,000 cash secured. Pretrial if the bond is posted. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. No contact with any victims. Don't return to the incident location. Finally, I am appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. Sir, your next court date is November the 12th in Ajo Justice Court for a preliminary hearing. If you post a bond, you will be released. Otherwise, you must appear. You will be transported to court. Good luck to you, sir.
Mr. Garcia, I won't be able to give you an advice sheet, so call your public defender when you get the paperwork from the officer, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.